Yes guys, we're here at Wembley Stadium ahead of England versus Japan, and you're coming with me to pick my 26-man squad for the World Cup. Let's go. Right then, I think one of the biggest decisions I've got with this England squad is who's going to play number 10. We've got Bellingham, Palmer, Foden, Eze, Gibbs-White, Rodgers. Who am I going to pick? I might have to wait till the end for that decision. Right then, the first player on the plane for me has got to be the ex-captain and leader and the legend who used to play for Spurs, Harry Kane. Need I say more? It's Harry Kane. He's coming with us. Let's go. Right then, it's time to name the next 5 players that are going on the plane with Harry Kane. The second and third players, begrudgingly, are Arsenal players. We've got Bukayo Saka and Declan Rice. They're definitely going on the plane for me. We've then got in 4th and 5th place 2 centre halves. So those 2 centre halves are going to be Ezri Konsa and Mark Gahey. And the final player on that list has to be someone who's literally grabbed his England shirt with both hands this season, and that is Elliot Anderson. Right then, on to players 7 and 8, and I'm going to go early with the left backs here. The first left back on the plane for me is Lewis Hall. He's been absolutely brilliant in a Newcastle shirt this season, and I think he's growing from strength to strength. Matching him is obviously his competition. It's Nico O'Reilly from Man City. He's got to be on the plane as well. Right then, so I'm going to announce the next 2 players that are going on the plane before we get into some players that I'm not going to be picking. So, player number 9 is a left winger for Newcastle. Yes, that's Anthony Gordon. And of course, the right back, who can also play in centre midfield, is Reece James. He's got to be on the plane, right? Right then, so we now have 10 players that are in my squad and on the plane for the World Cup. It's now time to mention some of the players that won't be going to the States. So, player number 1 is Ben White. No more comments needed. Player number 2 is going to be Conor Gallagher. I think he's struggled a little bit for fitness since he's been at Spurs, and I think he's left it a little bit too late to be involved in the England setup for the World Cup. Player 3 is going to be Harvey Barnes. He has got a decent output, but I just think with what we've got, or what I'm putting in my squad, I think there's better options. Player 4, yes, he's used to dealing with the heat and playing in Saudi, but Ivan Toney does not make my squad this time round. Player 5 is a centre-back, and that is Trevor Chalobah. Unfortunately, he doesn't make my squad. And player 6 is a hammer. It's Jared Bowen. He's not going. That was cringe. Okay then, so the next 3 players we're going for are all midfielders. The first one that I'm putting in there has got to be Adam Wharton. The second one I'm putting in there plays for Manchester United and has been on fire since Carrick's return, and that is Kobbie Mainoo. My third centre midfielder, again I'm taking him for experience, is Jordan Henderson. Right then, players 14 and 15 are going to be 2 centre halves. One struggled with an injury and another has struggled for minutes, but they both have amazing England experience at the highest level in the biggest tournaments, and that is John Stones and Harry Maguire. Right then, it's time to add 3 more players to my squad for the World Cup, and these 3 are going to be the goalkeepers. So first choice, obviously it's going to be Jordan Pickford. We're then going to go for Dean Henderson, and third choice, which might surprise some of you, is going to be Aaron Ramsdale. So then my next 2 players, players number 19 and 20, are both going to be wingers. The first one plays for Arsenal, it's Madueke, and the second one, it's a bit of a wild card, but he's on form this season, and that's the Barcelona player, Marcus Rashford. Right then, I've just had a meeting with my assistants to discuss which one of the number 10s is going. Okay, now this is going to be a really difficult decision. The players are currently out on the pitch, so I hope they can't hear me. But my first number 10, who can also play as a 4, can also play as an 8, is Jude Bellingham. Right then, I've now named 21 of my 26-man squad, with Jude Bellingham being the last player to be announced. Now I'm going to tell you someone who's not going on the plane. This player has scored a lot of goals against my club this season, but that's all he's really done. And that player is Eze. Eze is not on the plane, but someone who is on the plane is Morgan Rodgers. Right then, now we come on to the backup striker options for Harry Kane. We've got Dom Solanke, we've got Calvert-Lewin, we've got Ollie Watkins, and the one I'm going to choose is Dom Solanke, and I'll tell you for why before you judge. First of all, I think if Harry Kane is missing for whatever reason, whether it's legs, injury, tiredness, we want someone who's as similar as possible to him, which is Dom. Secondly, I've put players in the squad like Saka, like Rashford, like Gordon, that can play down the middle and have got a lot of pace. So instead of having the likes of Ollie Watkins, we've got those 3 players that can replace his pace. That's better, I can hear myself think. Right, the next battle we've got is a fullback battle between Livramento and Jed Spence. Now this is so tough because I'm a huge fan of both, and I think that Livramento's played well all season, to be fair, and again, can play on the left, can play on the right. But if I didn't put Jed Spence in as a Spurs fan, I don't know what I'd do. Jed Spence is one of the best players 1v1 defending wise, and he can play in so many different positions. So Jed Spence, you're on the plane. Right then, I've now named 24 out of my 26-man squad. And I'm going to throw in a little bit of a wild card in there before I get to the crunch time. So, this player has not played a single minute of football for the senior men's team. However, he has single-handedly been the best player of our club this season. So I'm going to give him that chance. And Archie Gray, you're coming on the plane, son. You're coming with me up the Spurs. You heard it here first. Archie Gray will be the future captain of England. Now, it's the crunch time. It's Foden or it's Palmer. When one of their names is mentioned, I'll tell you who's in the squad. Here we go. There you go. That's who I'm taking. He's the last person. It's Cole Palmer I'm taking, which means that Phil Foden will miss out. Don't shoot me, but there is my 26-man squad. Sorry, Phil. So then, there's the 26 players that I would take to the 2026 World Cup. The list of names are on the screen now, and special mentions go to young players Lewis Hall, Nico Riley, and my wild card, Archie Gray. Guys, let me know in the comments section below, do you agree with this 26-man squad? And thank you for watching the video. Until next time, adios, bye-bye.